So we went to the Museum of Idaho Artificial Intelligence exhibit. What'd you think?
One thing that I thought was cool is that this has 15 interactive exhibits, and it reminded me of how the last one, the Boeing one, had that one really cool interactive exhibit where you could make your own little aircraft and fly it around and stuff.
Yeah, interactive exhibits are always fun. I'm a hands-on guy. There's a lot of reading if you want to do it. You don't have to do it.
Right.
But they showed, how facial recognition works.
Yes.
And they showed how AI thinks.
Yes.
They had like a flow chart.
Yeah, which
for
I thought
a
was
dessert,
cool.
I think it was.
One was for a dessert, one was for a striped critter. That one I liked more. And so I got pulled aside by one of the volunteers who was telling me about some of the exhibits. And he showed me the striped critter one. And I thought to myself, how interesting is it that AI sort of has to live in the majority of it? Because all of the animals on there were, sort of the basic striped critters, For example, humans actually have stripes, but we can't see them because our eyes don't perceive it. However, our cats can. So it's sort of funny because you look down at your little orange boy and you're like, you little stripy guy. And he looks up at you and he's like, you big stripy guy.
One thing they didn't cover that I think is hilarious and holy shit, did not see this one coming.
Right.
You know how I sometimes like to just dream about the future and go, well, if this is true, what's going to be true in the future?
Yes.
AI is now, so they draw from all the images that it can find on the internet to create a thing.
Yes.
Well, there have been enough AI images created now, the ones right at the beginning, the genesis of AI, that give you that uncanny feeling that it's now drawing from those images and is actually getting worse.
That's funny.
Right? It's
I did not put that on my bingo card for this year, dang it.
Think of the movie Multiplicity with Michael Keaton. I like pizza, Steve, where his clones make clones of themselves.
Okay, Xerox of a Xerox.
Yeah, exactly. A copy of a copy. There's a Family Guy episode like that with Bitch Stewie.
There's a BoJack Horseman episode. Bitch Stewie, that's a funny one.
And they both dissolve at the end.
Yes.
And then Brian has to lick it up because he's a dog.
Yeah.
But, it's, super gross. But I thought that was a funny, sort of unexpected, oh yeah, that's going to happen now. Like the lines between AI created content and reality might become blurred. I don't know.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought the exhibit was good for people who aren't, if you're a dude between the ages of 20 and 60 that constantly plays with the AI stuff like I do,
right?
You may not be impressed with the facial recognition and expression recognition and voice to text and text to voice kind of stuff. But if you're not into that, or, kids and seniors particularly, are really going to get a kick out of this.
Who is like on Facebook and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not a techie, you're really going to get a kick out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, Museum of Idaho, for having us.
Oh, and can I say too, I loved all of the movie posters everywhere. Bicentennial Man, Terminator, Her.
All
Odyssey
of the
2001.
Of AI in pop culture.
Also, their mention of Mary Shelley, the mother of science fiction, by the way, with Frankenstein or Frankenstein, depending on who you are.
Frankenstein!
Yeah. Yeah, I thought those were some cool little additions that they didn't have to add, but I'm glad that they did.
They talked about Alan Turing and the Turing test. And just I like to get my learn on.
Yeah. Oh, and fun fact, Mary Shelley actually learned to write her letters with her dad at her mother's grave. He would take a paper with them and she would trace her mother's tombstone to practice her letters, which is real morbid. And also kind of, I think, explains a lot of her writing.
Yeah. D is for dead.
Yeah.
M is for mom.
DM means dead mom.